guys, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome. This is kind of a sobering topic.
It is.
But 59-year-old actress Brooke Shields revealed in her memoir, which is out now.
Okay.
It's called Brooke Shields Is Not Allowed to Get Old. That's the name of her book. That she once had vaginal rejuvenation surgery without her consent. So after years of discomfort, chafing, and bleeding, Brooke's gynecologist told her that she was a candidate for a labia reduction surgery. And she decided to get it because she'd had these issues her whole life, in her 40s. So her gynecologist doesn't do that surgery. Right. You go to a plastic surgeon.
Okay. So
the gynecologist referred her to the person that does the surgery. And so it was a man, was doing the labiaplasty, which is a cosmetic surgery that usually involves reducing the labia minora because those inner folds become larger than the protective outer folds of the labia majora. And depending on your issue, it could be the labia majora too. Some people, it just depends on what the problem is. They could do either one or both if you need it. So during Brooke's follow-up with the surgeon, he informed her that he threw in a little bonus. So now, mind you, she's had surgery, there's stitches, there's swelling, there's pain. Yeah. I'm sure she's not, I don't know what went on down there,
But I know you're not in a happy-go-lucky mood.
Right. Yeah. So,
just as women that have had kids, I know you're not like, yeah. No.
And so he had performed a vaginal rejuvenation procedure without her consent. So according to the Cleveland Clinic, vaginal rejuvenation to tighten the actual canal must be done under general anesthesia and is considered a major surgery if it's the actual surgery. Right. And the surgery is the gold standard because that's the one that actually works. Yeah. I mean, it could be factually, what's the word? It's quantitative. Like you can say, you went from this size to this size. Right. Okay. The others are kind of subjective. They might work. So in other words, if you're doing Kegels,
it may improve, but it most likely would not improve to this degree because this is a surgical
the surgery. So there's laser, there's thermal and radio frequency devices that are not FDA approved, and there's no research data supporting the efficacy of the procedures. Okay. So the surgery is the gold standard. The non-invasive treatments may also not be permanent, and they're very expensive. So Brooke and her gynecologist were both enraged. Brooke says she felt like it was such an invasion, such a bizarre, like rape of some kind. Yeah. Nothing pointed toward the need to be tighter, smaller, or firmer, or younger, especially there. That's how she felt. Right. And my thought was, I'm sure doctors are not recommending to men that they do something to improve their junk. Right. Let's make it for your wife. Let's make it longer, bigger,
Let's put a
thicker.
Let's put a little curve.
Yeah, let's gold plate it, put a whistle on the end. Whatever. They're not doing that. But for him to imply and then to go ahead and actually do some kind of procedure against her will is just mind-blowing.
And this is my thing. If you have a steady romantic partner, you get used to your steady romantic partner. And that goes both ways. Whoever, the giver, the receiver, vice versa.
And they know what you got.
And they listen.
And he wasn't, her spouse
was not complaining
about, she did this for comfort.
Well, okay, so
she was having trouble.
This is my argument with this because she did it for comfort because she, chafing, bleeding, all of these are things that could deteriorate your sex life. Right. So obviously she had the one part done for that. So if you make it tighter and this man is walking around with a third leg, you have now messed up their sex life. Yes. Well, both. Now she's in pain. Well, hell, she had surgery to avoid pain. You don't know what he's working with either.
It just
leave
so presumptuous of him to do that.
And then to kind of wink at me like, oh, I did something for you.
Right. And I'm sure he got paid. He didn't do it for free. Let's go on and say that.
Now, you know he put that code in for that insurance to make sure that he was paid.
Well, and they're saying that even her surgery is probably not covered, even though that was a medical thing.
Yes.
Because insurance considers that cosmetic.
Right.
So I'm sure she had to pay for it.
Which means you paid a portion of the copay or whatever it is.
So she does not share which type of procedure the doctor used on her. But whatever it was without her expressed approval. And just that implication is problematic.
That is very problematic.
That's the whole.
That is the same as people being put under at the dentist and then they've been touched while they're under, or it's
assaulted.
It's the same thing.
And you guys, I did a deep dive because I was not real familiar with this procedure, so I just did the Google. Didn't have to go to the library.
Listen,
but and they have before and after pictures. Plastic surgeons. When I tell you, when they get done, they all look the same.
They got a Barbie coochie.
So it's just the same. And that was kind of disturbing to me.
That bothers me.
I mean, isn't that the point? They're all different. They're all different. There's not a wrong one. There's not a right one. They are just, yours is yours. It's unique to you. But when they get done, now I'm not saying don't do it. If that's something that bothers you. Or you just want a Barbie.
But I'm going to tell you, I would be mad if I go in with my big box Chevy and come out with a Barbie coochie. I'm going to be upset.
Yes.
Because I didn't go to you for that. That's my issue. She didn't go for that.
Yeah. Just so...
I have an upcoming procedure, a dental procedure. I don't want to lose any more teeth than what I paid them to take out.
Right.
And not, we thought this would look better. We did it. Let's not.
Yes.
Leave it the way it is.
It was just, she was actually really nice not to call him out, not to say his name, not to sue him,
not to call him out.
So,
you almost want to call that out.
I hope he learned his lesson is what I hope.
Yeah.
And, I think that part of your body, just like anything else, what if, which producers and people did tell Barbra Streisand, you should have a nose job.
Yes, they did.
Different ones, you're too unique looking. You're too.
And that is why she's so pretty to me.
Being the same.
Yes.
We don't all have to be the same. Everybody doesn't have to be blonde and blue-eyed, and everybody doesn't have to have a pixie cut or a long hair or what. Just do you. And I think your genitalia is the same.
I do too. I love Sofia Vergara. I can't always understand what the hell she's saying, but I love her for that exact reason. Woody Harrelson, I was probably 5 when I was like, okay. I have a thing for gaps. I just do. What is it? One of the Wilsons, his nose was broken and just kept it. That's what makes them
be you. Yes. Be you. So, kudos to Brooke for just sharing about it, because I know
thank God she didn't suffer any complications.
Yes.
From an unwarranted, unsanctioned surgery.
Right. Yeah.
Thank God there were no complications.
It's kind of, I guess, note to self and note to y'all. Yeah. If you have any procedures done, it'd probably be good to say, I'm not doing anything else. I don't want you doing anything else. Yes. The rest of it's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Unless you want it. And
thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh.
So go get Brooke's book.
Her book. We'll tag it.
Brooke Shields is not allowed to get old. That's the name of it, and you can read all about it.
She's so beautiful, though. She really doesn't look like she is. She's aging gracefully.
And I'm like, what? You had a flaw?
Right?
That's
because Brooke Shields is
so perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's kind of a.
And then the thing is, you didn't have a flaw. You had something medical that you needed taken care of, and someone else assumed
so that you could be comfortable and live your life.
Yes.
Because it was something that was bothering her.
Yeah.
And making her life more difficult.
Correct.
So that's what she was doing. It wasn't a looks thing. It wasn't a.
And shame on you for making it seem as though.
Yes.
This was a flaw. This was
like she needed something done. Yeah.
I hope she sued, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. We'll read about it and find out.
We will. Until next time.